Very good morning, students. Today we are going to see the second chapter of geography, that is physical features of India. Physical features of India, and this is the QR code of your lesson. You have your textbook with you, so you can see the topics what we want to study. The physical features we studied in smaller classes, our plateaus, plains, and other things. Same thing we want to study, but in detailed way. So the physiographic divisions of India that we can see here, it is given the six divisions we have studied already in smaller classes. 6 standard, 7 standard we studied Himalayan mountains, northern plain, peninsular plateau, Indian desert, coastal plains, and islands. We are having like that 6 types of major, 6 types of physiographical features here in India. Once again, Himalayan mountains, in that we want to study detail, and we can see the different types of Himalaya. Here we can see in the second page in the map, it is given like that: upper Himalaya, middle Himalaya, and lower Himalaya, and details we want to study. That is the first one. Second one, northern plain. In northern plain we can see in two it is in two parts. We can see here in near to the Ganga region one plain, and here in Indus region also one plain we can see, and the some small plains here and deltas like that things we can see in this area, and fertile soils also we can see. In another lesson you will study about different types of soil also. Then we can see next topic, it is the peninsular plateau. Where it is coming, it is coming the middle part of India. Here it is coming the Deccan plateau we can see, then Malwa plateau and Chota Nagpur plateau. And this Chota Nagpur plateau, it is very important because many mines and industries we are having here in this Chota Nagpur plateau. That is important place for 10th standard also in geography itself, because of minerals, means mines and industries. Many industries and mines we are having here in Chota Nagpur plateau. Then so we can divide our peninsular plateau into 3 groups: Deccan plateau, Malwa plateau, and Chota Nagpur plateau. Next one, it is Indian desert. We having desert, we have different desert, and in that we have hot desert as well as cold desert. That also you studied in which class? You studied in 7th standard. Hot desert and cold desert. Ladakh is a cold desert, and Rajasthan Thar desert is the hot desert. Next one is coastal plains. We are having both side coastal plains. One is the Bay of Bengal side. One is here it is the Bay of Bengal side, and here we can see the Arabian Ocean side. Both side we are having the coastal plain, and this coastal plain totally we will call it Kongan area, and we will call it Coromandel. Again it is divided into many, and that time we can see Kongan plateau, it is coming in very small area, other area with other names like that. In Coromandel also it is with a small area, other areas it is different name like that thing. Details we will study inside the lesson. Then next one, it is islands. We are having 2 island groups. One is here we can see Andaman Nicobar Islands, and here we can see Lakshadweep. Like that 2 groups of islands we are having. Major islands, as the same time we are having the small island groups, small islands, one by one islands here in near to Gujarat and Bombay area, and the small islands are there. So altogether we can say like that we can't mark it that much, very small it is. And we are having the major island groups, that is Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep here in left side, and Andaman Nicobar is there in right side of the Indian map. And it is Andaman Nicobar, it is there in Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea. These are the major things we want to study in the lesson. So what we discuss, what are the major topics we are going to study in the lesson of physical features of India. Let us see one by one, word to word and sentence to sentence. You have already learned earlier, in India is a vast country with varied landforms. In 6th standard also we learned the same sentence. And what kind of terrain do you live in? If you live in the plain, you are familiar with the vast stretches of the plain land. if you are going to North India, we can see no need to go, reach to North India. If you are reaching to Maharashtra, and just after that we can see the areas, the kilometers, it is in a plain area, we can see it. And without if you are going to the northern area, North India, we can see without any in between, mountains are not there, stones are not there, like that fertile land we can see, acres of acres and acres, to kilometers we can see. Then, and if you are living here, it is said like that plain area. If you are living in near to desert, we may familiar with the desert, or those who are living in coastal area, they are familiar with the coastal area. Okay, where we are living, that area we are familiar how it is and what is the nature, and all these things we know, and what we are cultivating, and how we are making our houses, everything it is different from one area to another area. And in contrast, if you live in a hilly region, the rugged terrain with the mountains and valleys are common feature. If you are living in the plain area, it is at a stretch, it is we can see the land, plain land. But if we are going to the hilly region, we can see rugged terrain, means slope terrain, and with many valleys and mountains. And in fact, our country has practically all major physical features of the earth. What all physical features are there? Only the polar physical features, that also we can say in the top of Everest we can see that one, or in the Himalaya ranges we can see the snow covered area. All 12 months it is covered with snow, like that area we are having. Partially covered with snow, maybe 3 to 4 months, or 5-6 months it is covered with snow, like that area also we can see. We are having mountains, plains, desert, everything. What all things are there in the other countries or in the world, all the features we can see here in India itself. The land of India displays a great physical variations. Geologically, the peninsular plateau constitutes one of the ancient landmass on the earth's surface. This is very important question. It may ask us a one word question. Which part is the ancient landmass on earth? That is means when we are there, if we are going to other countries, we can see like that 1 or 2 part in other countries also, but in here in India, that is peninsular plateau. And it was supposed to be the one of the most stable land block, and the Himalayan and the northern plains are most recent landforms. And we have seen that one in I think in 7th standard we studied like that. Himalaya is the new in 6th standard itself, mountains, when we studied about folded mountains, we studied that time, we have studied that Himalaya is the youngest folded mountain in the world. So the Himalaya is the folded mountain, young mountain, as well as this one northern plain also new landform, newly formed lands or landform features. From a viewpoint of geology, Himalayan mountains from an unstable zone. It is living the Himalayan ranges where it is an unstable zone. We are saying, if we are going deeply in geography, we can see that the landmass of India and this area which is came and touched with the landmass of other Asian continent, and it is erected, that is like that the Himalaya formed like that. We can see that a part in geography. Scientists, they are thinking, geologists, they are thinking like that. It is come and touch the bigger landmass, and the area it is erected, like that Himalayan ranges it is formed. Then the whole mountain system of Himalaya represents a very youthful topography with high peaks. Means it is very new, so it is in the youth age. That's why we can see the many peaks also. Everest, like that, many peaks, very heighted peaks also we can see. And at the same time we can see deep valleys and fast flowing rivers. We know major 3 rivers which is flowing through India, which is starting from more or less same place, that is Indus, Brahmaputra and Ganga, like the 3 rivers. So we can see many speciality related to Himalaya. One is it is youth in age. Then we can see many high peaks, we can see deep valleys and fast flowing rivers. Like the 4 features of Himalaya that we will study next features. But what is the speciality between other mountains or Western Ghat and Himalaya? If you are asking, we can say like that Everest is like that, it is a new one, as then we can see the high peaks and we can see deep valleys, as the same time fast flowing rivers. The northern plains are formed of alluvial deposit, because the 3 rivers it is coming from Himalaya through North India. Slowly it is developed the new form of land, that is the fertile land or plain, northern plain. Then in that we can see maximum alluvial deposit or fertile soil. The particular peninsular plateau is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks with gently rising hills and wide valleys. The speciality of peninsular plateau, what it is? It is made up of igneous rock and metamorphic rock. When we are comparing with sedimentary rock, the igneous rock and metamorphic rocks are much stronger than the sedimentary rock. So the peninsular plateau, we can see the small hills it is made up of the igneous rock or metamorphic rock, and we can see wide valleys also, not deep valleys but wide valleys we can see. These are the major introduction to the lesson. So we are continuing that one, the introduction of the lesson, and once again we will see the next topic what we want to study, and major this one, the major physiographic divisions of India. We can see that one, Himalaya, then northern plain, peninsular plateau, Indian desert, coastal plains and island group. We will continue in next video with its one by one details.